Adam Driver just got announced as Magneto at Marvel's D23 panel, then immediately said, no wait, because that's not who he's playing at all. Here's who he's really playing, and the full X-Men cast Marvel just locked in behind him. Friday, August 14, Disney's D23 Expo in Anaheim. Kevin Feige closes out the Marvel Studios panel by finally ending months of casting leaks and speculation, joined by director Jake Schreier and Sadie Sink, already Jean Grey after her debut in Spider-Man Brand New Day. It is so wonderful to finally be able to talk about this character, Sink tells the crowd. Then the reveals start. Kit Connor is Cyclops, a casting that had actually leaked online just days before this panel. Christopher Abbott is Professor X, the telepathic founder of the X-Men. Samara Weaving is Emma Frost. That's 3. Marvel wasn't done. Indy Navarrete steps in as Rogue. Maya Boy takes on Storm, the role Halle Berry made famous 2 decades ago. 6 actors, 6 mutants. Then Adam Driver joins the announcement from Pinewood Studios, where he's currently filming. When Kevin told me to show up for X-Men, I assumed he meant on set, Driver jokes. He says he and Feige have been talking for years about him joining the MCU. Then, I'm very excited to be playing Mag. A pause. Nope. Even better. Nathaniel Milbury. If that name means nothing to you, here's why it should. Nathaniel Milbury is the civilian identity of Mr. Sinister, one of the X-Men's most dangerous villains, finally getting his live-action debut. And here's a detail worth sitting with. In the comics, Sinister's entire obsession is genetics, specifically the Summers bloodline, Cyclops' family. Marvel just cast Kit Connor as Cyclops in the same announcement as Mr. Sinister. That's either a coincidence or it's the biggest hint we've gotten yet about where this movie's plot is actually headed. Feige isn't finished either. He confirms that more X-Men casting is still coming. This was only wave 1. Later that day, the cast speaks with Good Morning America. Kit Connor gives the first real tone hint. I grew up with the original movies, and it feels like we're doing a really different version. A different take, which is really exciting. Schreier backs that up. There's so many stories that are still untold to honor where it came from and still do something new. That something new is a bigger deal than it sounds. This is technically the first time the X-Men exist inside the actual Marvel Cinematic Universe. Fox ran this franchise for 2 decades, starting in 2000 across 7 mainline films plus a 3-film Wolverine spin-off, together forming the most profitable comic property Fox ever controlled. And the MCU has been quietly building toward this moment for a while now, from mutants getting name-dropped in Ms. Marvel to Deadpool crossing into the MCU proper in Deadpool and Wolverine. This is the payoff to that setup. Christopher Abbott's Professor X specifically now follows 2 established legacies. Patrick Stewart originated the role in the 2000 film X-Men and carried it through multiple sequels. James McAvoy played a younger version across the 2010s reboot era. And Stewart, for what it's worth, is not even done. He is separately reprising his version of the character in Avengers Doomsday. This December, 3 different actors playing Professor X in the same calendar year. Behind the scenes, Beef creator Lee Sung-jin and The Bear's Joanna Kalo wrote the script. Schreier's been attached since last spring. After a casting process Marvel ran all summer, with final screen tests happening right after the 4th of July. And Deadline had actually already broken the Weaving and Connor castings days before D23, so for 2 of these 7 names, this panel was confirmation, not surprise. Mark the date, May 5th, 2028, theatrical exclusive. D23 wasn't done with Marvel news either. Same event, a new Ghost Rider movie with Ryan Gosling, directed by Sean Levy, landing in 2028. David Johnson confirmed to play T'Challa's grown son in Black Panther 3, arriving December 2028. Disney also shared updates on Avengers, Doomsday, Coco 2, and the live-action Tangled at the same event. For one Friday afternoon in Anaheim, that's an enormous amount of the next 3 years of Marvel's roadmap, all revealed at once. So here's where it actually stands. 7 X-Men confirmed, 1 villain reveal nobody called, a possible genetics plot hint hiding in plain sight, a director promising a version of this franchise we haven't seen, and Feige already teasing there's more casting to come. What's your reaction to this cast? Sold, skeptical, or still stuck on Mr. Sinister? Put it in the comments. Subscribe so the next wave of casting news doesn't slip past you.